What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Welcome. What's up? Let me get myself together here. What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing today? Whew. All right. Oh, shoot. Sorry I was late. And y'all, don't you say nothing. Don't you say nothing. Let me say hi to everybody. What's up, y'all? Hey, what pulls my teeth? Hey, Demelia. I know I'll be saying that wrong. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Keisha. Monique King. Now, I done asked you 20 times, baby girl, please and thank you. Please send me your contact information. I don't see it in my email. I have looked, and I have your gift waiting for you. All I'm waiting for is your address so I can put it in the mail. So please, if you email it to me, please, it's ReallyBthePodcast@gmail.com. Okay, music. ReallyBthePodcast@gmail.com. Please. It will go in the mail today. Hey, Ebs, what's up? Ooh, Ebs, I hadn't even talked to you. Hey, Xavier, Frida, Baps, Ready Rock. What's up, Star? You bet you say something next time? Okay. What's up, Quintessential? Hey. So, happy Love Day to everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm glad everybody is here. Hope everybody had a great day. I would like to congratulate Mia. Let me make sure I have the right. It was two winners. I put up a Black History Month fact a little while ago, and the two winners are Tracy Chappelle and Mia MJ. Now, It's Me D got the answer correct as well, but he's already won. Remember, you can only win once a month, so I took a screenshot. Those are my first. Actually, the first person was Tracy. So no, actually Tracy is the winner. Tracy's the winner. No. No. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Mia MJ is the winner, and Tracy, she won second place, child. But you see, I took a screenshot, so I'll be right this time. I don't want to cheat nobody. You out having a quick dinner. Quintessence, you are always out. You probably having a really nice dinner. You're gonna post the picture. It's gonna be something that looks real scrumptious. Real scrumptious. So Mia and Tracy, I think I have your send me your Cash App information, please, and thank you. Y'all send me y'all Cash App information, please, and thank you. All right, let me get y'all. Okay, we got the good overlay working. Okay. All right. So yeah, ordering your bubble bath. Yes, thank you. Yes. Yes. I gotta get back on it. I gotta get back on my that's the wrong one. If you want to order your Avon, there's the link right there, scrolling at the bottom of the screen. All right. So look, y'all, I came down here. It's been a rough day. I hadn't even had a chance to talk to you, Abby. Well, I ain't gonna say I hadn't had a chance to talk to Abby. I hadn't talked to Abby. Hey, Starbell. So I got a phone call yesterday morning. A friend and colleague actually passed away yesterday morning. And so today was a really hard day going into work. And the reason why I was late, y'all, is because a friend of mine called to check on me. And so I was talking to him, and that's what ran me late. So don't get on me about being late. He was calling to check on me and make sure, see how I was doing or whatever. So I came home from work and I took a nap because I was drained. And I wasn't going to go live, but then I was like, no, I'm going to go live. Because when I'm distracted, you know what I mean? Like, y'all help me. Y'all help keep me distracted. So that helps. That helps me get through all of the things of that nature. So, yeah, rough day. Really, really rough day for me today. Thank you, Diamond Pearl. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I went today because I really was more. Today, I was actually more concerned about my kids. She was a really, really active part of the building. You know what I mean? She was a teacher that did a lot. She was very active. She did a lot, and she's been there forever. She had been at the school where I worked for 20 years. So today we had all kinds of people in the building, former students coming back, former coworkers. It was a lot. Today was a lot. So I was thinking about taking tomorrow off, and I think I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. I may leave early, but I think I am gonna go. Because if I don't get out the bed in the morning, then I'll probably be in the bed all day, and I don't need to do that either. So you're switching to an iPhone? Oh, you know what? It's hard to switch back and forth. See, it's hard to go from an Android to an iPhone and go from an iPhone to an Android. I hope you like it. I mean, I like my iPhone, but that's all I've ever had. I haven't, before I had my iPhone, the last phone before my iPhone was a BlackBerry. So that lets you know how long I've had an iPhone, because the phone before this was a BlackBerry. So yeah. Well, I hope it works out for you. Exactly, y'all. I would expect nothing less from you, Yakutis. I would expect nothing less. I come down here for y'all to make me laugh. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. I share stuff with y'all. For the members, like I said, we had a members. I did a members live yesterday because, again, I was keeping myself busy, y'all. So the members only got to find out why I was acting a fool down to the Red Lobster. Y'all going over there and check that video out. It is posted. And then I did the trivia today. But again, like I said, don't worry. We will have trivia at the end of the month for Black History Month. We will play some trivia. I'm going to invite some people to come up on the panel. When we do Black History Month, I'm going to invite the Justice League over, whoever can show up. What's up, Danny? Hey, boo. Whoever can show up will show up, and we're going to hang out and have a good time. They call me the nerd, so, they might not come over and hang out when we playing Black History Month trivia, child. But we're going to do that. And so that's what we got going on this month. I told you we would do book club tonight, but I went to sleep. I came home and I went to sleep. So we will do book club this week, though. We absolutely will do it this week, but Yeah. Yeah. Uh do y'all think Red Lobster is still worth it? It's not for me. And like I said in the video, it had been years. I went to Red Lobster last year. I did a carry out a to go last year Red Lobster because my mother gave me a gift card. But prior to that, I have not been to Red Lobster in years. And when I say years, probably about 5 or 6 years since I've been to Red Lobster. But a lot of it is it's about where you live though, because I live in an area where we're here in the water. We're on the water. We have the wharf. We have a lot of seafood restaurants. So we have a lot of variety. But if you live somewhere that's not, that doesn't have that outlet, you don't have that option. Red Lobster is not a bad place to go. But when you have it's like, I'm trying to think of a good example. It's like the difference between going to Outback and going to Prime. It's like Outback got good steaks. Ain't nothing wrong with Outback. But if you have the money to go to Prime, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you don't want to spend money on on Prime or Ruth's Chris. Sometimes it's all right. You just want a good little piece of steak. It's all right to go down to the Outback. Ain't nothing wrong with Outback. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what, one, your price point, and two, what you want. You know what I'm saying? Bonefish isn't. You know what, Bab? I used to love when Bonefish first came to our area. Bonefish for me was always a good place to go and like have drinks and stuff. I was never, because I was like, I think the first time I went, I was like, oh, this is good. And then I went a couple of times after that, and I was kind of like, You know what I'm saying? But like if me and my friends wanted to get together, it's a cool place to go. They used to have a really nice happy hour with you could get the bang bang shrimp and all that with the happy hour price. But again, it's all about your preference. I live here in Charlotte. Ain't no water around here. It was a shocker when right, because you're right. And see, I was going to use you as an example, Ebby, but since you used yourself, right? Ebby went from the Virginia Beach area where she's on the water and have 1,000,001 places to eat, all kinds of seafood, everywhere that ranges from, like mom and pop hole in the walls all the way up to, $70-$80, lobsters. And then she moved somewhere like Charlotte, which is inland. Like when I lived in Greensboro, child, people used to love Libby Hill. I don't even think Libby Hill is open anymore. But I remember when we was in college, everybody loved Libby Hill. They used to have, I think, was it the all you can eat popcorn shrimp for like, was that on Tuesday? What was it they used to have the popcorn shrimp on like special? And everybody was loving up on Libby Hill. And I mean, like people who were from like areas where we had water, we were like y'all going crazy over some popcorn shrimp? Like y'all really excited about this? We used to go. I mean, because we went in Rome, but it was big deal for them. And we were like, okay, you getting hungry? I'm sorry. Well, Quintessential, you know how to find me. You come to town in May, you and some of your line sisters, y'all definitely, we'll hook up, girl. We'll hook up. You remember that, Danny? Yes, everybody used to go to damn Libby Hill. I used to be like, for real? Forget Red Lobster. My aunt can make top-notch seafood boils, mackerel and salmon. They patties and croquets at home. I know that's right. Popcorn shrimp make me nervous because you never know if they deveined it. Well, now we getting into some other stuff. We getting deep, child. We getting deep. You ever heard of Libby Hill? Right. Now, Gina, you the same way. Gina, you come from an area where you're near the water. And, because of your military time, you probably lived in areas that weren't inland, like, weren't on the water. And it was probably a shock for you because you grew up near the water. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different. But yeah, yeah, Red Lobster is not my first choice. Like if I have a taste for seafood, that's Hey, what's up, Mimi? How you doing, girl? So anyway, let's get into this because it ain't really a whole lot to talk about. But like I said, I wanted to come down and check in with y'all and see how everybody was doing. So let's start with the I guess we'll start with the Super Bowl halftime show. I guess is where we can start. So how many people liked it? Put a 1 in the chat if you liked it. Put a 2 in the chat if you didn't like it. No, Abby, you cannot put a 3 in the chat because you don't care. That's not an option. 1 if you liked it. 2 if you didn't like it. If you didn't see it, just leave it blank, child. Just leave it blank. Grew up in the center of VA, but I was stationed at... my bad, Gina. I thought you grew up on the water. My bad. See? My bad. Okay, I see it too. Shar said, What part of you cannot... You know what? I'm not doing this with y'all. And here goes Star. Star falling right behind Yocrates. See? Right behind Yocrates. Xavier, you didn't like it. Why didn't you like it, Xavier? I'm looking forward to that answer. Why didn't you like it, Xavier? Okay, Abby, I'll let you have the 1.5, Abby. I will let you have that. I will let y'all have the 1.5. You know y'all real always got to do that. If I say go left, y'all real gonna go right. Even though he know he need to go left, he just gonna go right. Mary's legs in the air were the best part. Mary left a new meaning to the word, leaving it all on the floor, honey. She left it all on the floor. You with Abby? Okay, so for the people who 1.5, tell me why. Or the 2, tell me why y'all ain't like it. Or the 1.5, tell me why. Let's talk about it. I did a little quick review last night when I got home because I went out to watch the Super Bowl. I was with Langston Abby. I went to go watch the Super Bowl with Langston Abby. Langston is my best friend, y'all. That Abby is trying to molest, honey. She's trying to molest my bestie. But that's where I was. We're going to get to that, what pulls my teeth. We're going to get to that in a minute. Stiff movements. To quote Eric Cartman from South Park, whatever I do, I do what I want. I do what I want. Mary, listen. There's a couple of things you are going to always get from a Mary J. Blige performance, okay? You're going to get the boots. You're going to get some boots. I don't give a damn. I don't care how many wardrobe changes that she does. You're going to get some boots. And even if she give you like, it might be, you're going to get some boots. And you know you're going to get some thigh-high boots. Okay? You're going to probably, if you get a wardrobe change, you're going to probably get some Timberlands somewhere in there. You're going to get some Timbs somewhere in there. Yes, and you're going to get a good stomp. You're going to get a good offbeat dance stomp, okay? Yeah, those boots were cute. Those boots were everything. His best friend with his... Don't do that with... Listen, y'all going to stop talking about my bestie like that. Y'all going to stop talking about... Lord. Okay, so all I want to know is who authorized 2 quarters to pop in like Lil Mama. That's not... I'm not doing this with you. Right, Lauren. I feel the same way, Lauren. I love Mary's outfit. Let me see what Xavier said because I asked him because I'm so interested to hear what he ain't even of our generation. So let me see what he's talking about. It made no rhyme or rhythm. 50 Cent wasn't needed. Dr. Dre wasn't. It was his show. It was Dr. Dre's show. What do you mean he wasn't needed? It was his show. Honestly, Kendrick Lamar was cool, but he didn't fit with the era. They should have just gave it to Mary and let her show out. So you weren't happy with the show before the show started. You didn't want the show because it was Dr. Dre. It was his show. So you just didn't want Dr. Dre. Okay. That's all that is because you're not judging it on what you looked at. You're judging it on the fact that you just wanted Mary J. Blige to do a halftime show. That's all it was. That's what it sounded like to me, Xavier. All the people that didn't like are Mary fans. I honestly could have done without her. Half the people on stage wasn't needed. What was with the box, the blonde hair guys, and prison dudes at the end? So did you just want Mary? Right. That's all he wanted. Hey, Kurt Vixen, I see you changed your picture. Hey, girl. The prison dances were a no for me. It was Dr. Dre during Kendrick Lamar's part, but the dancers had on banners that said Dre Day. Also, the YouTube people want us to be hyped that Eminem took a knee. Child, we don't care. You don't care. Can we talk about Kendrick dancers on point more than a ballpoint pen? Eminem took a knee because he was winded. Honestly, I didn't even notice. I mean, I noticed he took the knee, but I didn't notice it. I didn't notice until after the fact when people had to point it out to me. I was like, oh, that was a statement? Oh. I kind of wish that all of them had done it. Like, that would have been a moment. If all of them had done it, had come out and taken the knee at the end, that would have been a moment. But for him to do it by himself, it was awkward because but if all of them had came out while Dr. Dre was doing that last little piano bit, and let me tell you what would have been epic. If while Dr. Dre was doing that last little piano bit, all of them came out and took a knee, and then while he was playing, he switched over from that part he was doing and started playing America. Like America the Beautiful. That would have been a moment. Because then everybody would have known what they were doing. Everybody would have known why they were doing it. And that would have been a political moment. You understand what I'm saying? If they had done that, bitch, mic drop. But Eminem doing it by himself at the end, it was just, you know what I'm saying? Right. I feel like somebody missed the memo. Like, so Eminem decided he was going to take a knee and they tell nobody else. So the white man on stage took the knee. I feel like if he had said to them, yo, guys, I think this would be a great way to end the show. What you think? I feel like they could have done that. I was surprised the camera remained on Eminem while he took a knee. I was too, honestly. A lot of people wear khakis and white tees in LA as part of right, and that's what I was getting ready to say. So let's talk about the performance. Because I read a couple of comments where people were like, the dancing, the prison dancing, whatever. I think let's go back to the beginning. So first of all, this whole halftime show, because let's be real, honestly, the person that didn't belong there was Mary J. Blige. Now, let me put a pin in that. Let me put a pin in that before I go any further. I feel like Mary J. Blige deserves her own halftime show, and I feel like it's well overdue. I feel like Mary J. Blige absolutely should get her own halftime show. She definitely has the catalog. She has crossover. She has crossover hits that will keep people entertained, and I absolutely think it is well overdue for her to have her own halftime show. But with that being said, she was the one that didn't belong in the halftime show last night. Now, somebody in my comments was like, well, Dr. Dre produced Family Affair, and that's what the connection was. Okay, Dr. Dre has produced a lot of songs, and I bet you he's produced songs for some West Coast singers that he could have thrown in there if he wanted to. I'm just saying, if the whole theme was to celebrate LA, because the Super Bowl was in LA, a team, the LA Rams was playing basically at home for the Super Bowl. So it was a whole LA theme, right? You had all of these LA artists that were doing the different things and performing and all of that. It was a whole LA theme. And so that performance was a LA themed performance. When you look at when you saw the floor of the floor of the performance, it was the LA grid. So it was the grid of the city. Right, Yocrates. He should have brought Miss Chalet up there. Now that would have been a moment. That's a whole nother conversation. But so the dancers were actually on point. If you know or understand the culture of LA, the type of dancing they were doing, they were crimping, they were crip walking, they were doing things that were part of the LA culture. Even the khakis, that is LA culture. That's like doing something and you doing a throwback to New York. You're gonna have dudes in Timbs and baggy jeans. It's part of that culture. So for people who are complaining about it, either they don't know that that's the culture or they're not understanding that that's what the whole vibe was supposed to be. Like that whole vibe was supposed to be that, that LA, if you went to a party in LA, during the time that Dr. Dre and Snoop was making this music, that's what you would see. I was here for the BBW cheerleaders. Did y'all peep that? What's up, King Retro? What's up, babe? Did y'all peep that? Y'all peep the BBW cheerleaders? I was here for that. That's why I was here. I was here for that. It's a West Coast thing. Right, Danny. Exactly. It's a West Coast thing. And so, but I feel like people do understand they're just being overly critical. I feel like people get it because, well, let me not say that. People in my age group get it because we know that we remember that time period. We remember the culture. Mary J or Eminem should not have been there for a LA theme. Now, the only reason why I'm going to argue that Eminem gets to be there is because Dr. Dre, it was Dr. Dre's thing and he was bringing in his people. But but if Eminem had not been there, I would have understood. I would have understood if Eminem had not been there. So it's Dr. Dre's show, right? Dr. Dre, I don't know all the politics behind it, so let me not pretend like I do. But we know that there's a direct connection with Dr. Dre to Snoop. We know there's a direct connection with Dr. Dre to Eminem. 50 Cent comes in through the Eminem camp. And that was the surprise, right? Nobody knew 50 Cent was going to be there. And I was happy to see him. And honestly, I wasn't surprised. I didn't miss him. Like when they announced like who was going to be there, I wasn't like, why ain't 50 Cent coming? Like I didn't miss him, but I was happy to see him. Right. Mary did the Black National Anthem. They from Inglewood, right? So like it was a whole LA theme to it. And I'm mad I missed them because I love me some Mary. Child. I was so happy to see them back on stage. I'm mad they didn't show the BBW. They did show the BBW dancers. They did. That's how I saw them. I saw them because they showed them. That's how I saw them. Hey, Angel Baby. I know they're not from LA. I know. I'm going back. I'm reading the comments. So I don't see where those cheerleaders fit into anything. What do you mean you don't see where they fit into? They were dancers. Why are y'all so mean? They were dancers. Because I believe that the uniform that they had on represented one of the schools. I know he produced all those songs that they did. I get that part, Retro. I get that part. But what I'm saying is when you think of the LA theme, like I get that he produced all the songs that they performed. Got it. But we're talking about the whole LA theme, you know. Right. There would be no Eminem without Dr. Dre. Yeah. I mean, Dr. Dre definitely was Eminem's way out, way up. Mary did the song that, right. I got that. Yeah. I didn't know it at first, but somebody put it in my comments. I just like halftime shows where the artist is performing hits, but this whole let me bring my homies. But all of them did perform hits. They absolutely. Who didn't perform a hit, Xavier? Which one of them didn't perform a hit? Tell me. I'm an LA native, born and raised in Inglewood, and I felt like the performance represented West Coast culture. I loved it. There we go. Exactly. What's up, Tabitha? Mwah. Hey, doll. The 50 Cent memes were the best part of his performance. 50 Cent looked out of breath and tired. They didn't get a close-up shot of the BBW dancers. I saw him. Snoop was right there with them. Snoop was standing right next to them while he was performing. Yes, they did. Why do we need a close-up shot? We saw him. Why was Mary singing outside the stadium, child? I don't know. Now, see, I don't know. It was Dre's show. I think it was a good tribute to the real Inglewood, not the gentrified Inglewood. Well, Yolanda says she's not being mean. Okay, Yolanda, you're not being mean. Oh, my God. They were from the high school. Stop hating. Right. That's what I'm saying, y'all. I just feel like y'all are being real nitpicky. I don't know. I thought it was a good show. Do we want to go back to Paul McCartney? Do we want to go back? Remember when the Rolling Stones did remember the years after Janet Jackson, we had Paul McCartney and the Rolling Stones and who was it? It was another like white band. And don't get me wrong, I like Paul McCartney and I like the Rolling Stones, but they didn't give me nothing. Y'all remember those Super Bowls? Is that what we want? You just like to crack jokes about 50 Cent. 50 Cent was looking quite swole. But people were saying he's fat. He's not fat. He just swole. Like, he need to stay out the gym. 50 Cent was, I don't know why people like acting like he's not fat. That is muscle. I don't know why people didn't like, that is muscle. 50 Cent is just fucking swole. I'm from Los Angeles too. Maybe if there was something on the front of their tops that represented one of the high schools. Right. Everything was a hit. I don't understand. Those were all hits. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, boo. Y'all need to stop with the overcritical stuff. Y'all stress me out. They just have to say something and give you a hard time. Listen, they was giving me a hard time, y'all, in my comments. Y'all love telling me I'm wrong. I swear y'all do. I laugh. I love y'all, but woo, people love telling me I'm wrong about something. I be like, damn, okay. Right. I love the fact that the cheerleaders were real size. We'll say that. They were real size. I mean, one artist performing their hits. I'm not a fan of group performances because it seems to lose the theme for me. Okay. I enjoyed it. It was a Super Bowl show, not a concert. Right. It was a 20-minute show, y'all. Right. Maroon 5. Remember when Maroon 5 did the halftime show? Like, that's what do we want that? We want to go back. Do we want to go back to that, y'all? Remember when Paul McCartney did the halftime show? I don't even think he got up from the piano. Did he get up from the piano the whole time he was performing? Those cheerleaders may have been from Inglewood. They might have been. They may have been real, like, cheerleaders from Inglewood. He was fluffy. I'm all for bringing the guests of two, but having 5 headliners was... Well, I agree. Now, I do agree that it was too many. And we said that all along. And I was worried about how they were going to make it happen. But I think it came together really well. I thought it came together really well. Don't feel like it was a bad halftime show at all. Nice to see our culture integrated in the Super Bowl show. Yeah. 50 Cent. A shout out to TSF. If y'all are not, y'all make sure that y'all are catching us over on TSF Entertainment. We recapping the Power over there. We were over there on Saturday. Shout out to the people who come over there and get in the conversation. We have a good time. 50 Cent looked like an Oscar Mayer sausage. Y'all. The Who. Yeah, The Who. Yeah, ain't nobody trying to go back to that. No, we don't want no more hillbilly hats. Yeah, we ain't trying to go back to that. I just knew Mary was going to do Just Fine or Real Love. Well, again, she did the song that Dr. Dre produced. So that's what that was. That was what connected. So the 2 songs she performed are the 2 songs that Dr. Dre produced. Why is everybody so angry? It was a great performance. I don't crip walk, but the performance was solid from each performer. Right. She said, I can't crip walk you, child. And it's funny because my vice principal, she's from LA. She's older than me. Like, she's probably like in her late 50s, early 60s, right? And she was so happy today because one, the LA Rams won. So she was like, my team won, my team won. She said, and my people were up on stage. She was so proud to see, because she grew up in Compton. She was so proud to see her culture, her people represented. Like, she was so proud. I said, you was crip walking last night? She said, I sure was. Now, like I said, she late 50s, early 60s talking about crip walking. It makes me question what she did in her early days, but we're going to let that go. Okay, we're going to leave that right there. Coldplay. Yeah, didn't Coldplay do the Super Bowl one year? Why should Salt and Pepper have been there? What connection? Jonathan, you just trolling. Anyway. I love Kendrick Lamar. To me, Kendrick Lamar represented the connection from old school to new school. Like, Kendrick Lamar represented going from like the Snoop Dre days to where we are today. I truly believe that if Nipsey Hussle had been alive, he would have been on that stage. I feel like Nipsey Hussle would have been there if he had been alive. Because I feel like that was that connection. Right. Issa Rae, she's the first person, I think they said, like 114 years or something to receive the key to the city. Issa Rae received the key to the city this weekend. Absolutely. They should have included Randy Donuts on the stage. Right. That would have been, that would have been cool if they had done that. It was a good night for LA. I was quick walking with my kids looking at me crazy. You know what? It's a combination of two things. You have to be big enough artists while also hold your own. I feel like it's disrespectful to just cram all our artists onto a stage when they can't hold their own. You know how to crip walk? Okay, Yolanda. Because they are great. Child. Hey, Lamont, what's up, boo? Mwah. All they needed was the rest of NWA and Ice Cube. We don't speak on Ice Cube over here. Me and Ice Cube got divorced last year, and we just don't speak on him. I'm gonna have to Mariah Carey the Ice Cube. I don't know who that is. I don't know him. Coldplay performed, but Bruno and Beyonce took over. That's why I'm not a fan of these group performances. We lose who we're really coming to see. Hey, what's up, Naturally Mar? I was cutting a little sea walk during the show. Look up, not Auntie Didi doing the crip walk. Okay. I for sure want the black version of Snoop's bandana sweatsuit. Yes. I'm team East Coast hip hop, but I thoroughly enjoyed the halftime show. Hopefully you took half. I wish. Yeah. Why don't I do Ice Cube? Because after Ice Cube pulled that stunt during the election, I can't do him. I can't. Bruno and Beyonce had to come out and rescue Coldplay. Mine was more like a crippled walk, but I was doing it. I know that's right. Right, Ice Cube exhibit Warren G. That was one of the biggest stages. Not mad that they bought all those headliners. Right, I absolutely love it. Don't understand why people are being so negative and judgmental. If they had more time, well, yeah, and that was my criticism when they said they were gonna have that many people. I was like, well, damn, it's only the time is limited. Like, golly. So the other thing, and I put this in my review, and this is where people was eating me up in the comments, child. This is where people would eat me up in the comments. Warren G not dead, is he? I know the one I used to sing the hooks is dead, but Warren G dead too. Did I miss that? Damn. I wonder if Meghan Markle enjoyed it. She from Inglewood. Meghan Markle was crip walking up in her $1 million home down the street from Oprah. Yeah, I didn't think Warren G was dead. It's the other one, the one that sang all the hooks. Nate Dogg. Yeah, Nate Dogg died. I was about to say, y'all just killing people. Y'all know I be killing people all the time, so. Okay, y'all had me nervous. Okay, it's Nate Dogg, right? Right, it's Nate Dogg. Okay, thank you. Lord have mercy. Anyway. Oh, Lord, y'all got me nervous. I said, damn. It's okay, Bab. Listen, that's like the Whitney Williams movie, and I killed off Eric B. Remember I killed off Eric B. Child? Don't worry about it. It happens. Anyway. She done turned Warren G's wood off. I love Kendrick Lamar's set. Like, I love Kendrick Lamar. I absolutely love Kendrick Lamar. And I loved what he did. I love what he did. So the other thing I said in my review, I was talking about the fact that people was lip syncing. Oh, Lord, y'all told me up in them comments. They were not lip syncing. Mary J. Blige was singing. You could see that she was running out of breath. She was singing. They weren't lip syncing. They were just singing over the track. The track was pre-recorded, and they were singing over the track. She wasn't lip syncing. And then I made the comment about people lip syncing all the time because, especially for outdoor performances. Well, Prince didn't lip sync at his Super Bowl show. He sang live the whole show. I didn't say nothing about Prince. I didn't say all people lip sync. I just said that people do lip sync a lot of times when they're outdoor performances and live performances on such a big stage. I ain't said nothing about Prince. I ain't said why people brought up Prince. I don't know. I hadn't said nothing about Prince. They were listen. Here's the thing. Whether they were lip syncing or they were singing over a track, isn't it the same? I know for a fact Marshall Mathers was lip syncing because his ass kept moving his. If you pay attention to Marshall Mathers, he won't even lip syncing on beat. I said, now come on now, you know this song. You've been singing this song for 20 years. You know how to sing "Lose Yourself." Well, if they weren't lip syncing, then Eminem had some. Thank you, keep it cute, because Eminem was totally off. He was totally off. And I'm not gonna say that Mary J. Blige wasn't actually singing over her track, but Mary J. Blige had a track playing. And listen, and I think I really need people to stop feeling like stuff is being said in a critical way. I said in my review that one of Whitney Houston's most iconic performances was a lip sync. When she did the Star Spangled Banner at the Olympics, was it the Olympics or the Super Bowl? It was one of them. It was the Super Bowl, right? When she sang the Star Spangled Banner, she was actually singing it, but she had recorded it in a studio. The day of the performance, she was lip syncing to her own voice. When I say lip sync, I ain't talking about Milli Vanilli. I'm not saying it's not Mary J. Blige's music, and it's not her voice. I'm saying that last night on that stage, she wasn't singing live. She might have been singing over her own track, and that's fine. I'll accept that. But that voice we heard wasn't what was coming out that microphone in that moment. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I think people were taking it that I was attacking somebody. I wasn't attacking them because it's still them. It's still their music. It's just that on that type of a live stage, that thing had to be like this because they only had a certain amount of time. Listen, we didn't have time for Mary J. Blige to get into her. Listen, who has seen Mary J. Blige perform No More Drama? If you have ever seen Mary J. Blige perform No More Drama live, I need y'all to know that Mary J. Blige can turn that song into a 30-minute testimony and be all over the stage. Have y'all never seen her do it live? You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody had time for Mary J. Blige for it to get good to her last night. They had 20 minutes. Ain't nobody had time for that song to get good to her last night. So we're going to let you do a little bit of No More Drama. We're going to let you give us a little something. And then you got to get off the stage. Ain't nobody had time for all of that. That don't mean that Mary J. Blige, it's not her voice. It's her voice. She just pre-recorded it last week probably. What is her voice? Y'all be tripping. And when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. I'm just saying the y'all that was in my comments trying to get me together today. I'm talking about them y'all. Right. Mary J. Blige be ready to take the house down. Just shoot them and some bell to sing live in the stadium is super hard. The echo is ridiculous. You see, that's why everything is pre-recorded and with a camera. Right. Remember when everybody got in their feelings when they found out that Aretha Franklin was lip syncing down to the inauguration for Barack Obama, and she was like, it was 20 degrees outside. Yes, I was lip syncing. It was 20 degrees outside. I could see my breath. Yeah, I was lip syncing. Like, I don't understand these people. You're right. Unpopular opinion. I could have done without Mary. And let's be clear. I love Mary J. Blige. I just feel like Mary J. Blige, I said it in she ain't fit. People need to stop taking it personally. Many artists singing performances over there. Right. They do. And again, I wasn't even saying it to be disrespectful, but we see them, a lot of these concerts, a lot of these award shows, they're not singing live. O Street. See, O Street said she had no idea. She absolutely did. She had recorded that track earlier, like either the day before or 2 or 3 days before, and she was lip syncing. She absolutely was. She absolutely, but that's her singing it. There's no mistaking that Whitney Houston sang it. She just recorded it in the studio. Yeah, because Aretha didn't even like singing in AC. Right, Aretha don't be playing. Listen. That's true, but Whitney still busted sweat through. Well, it was still hot. Y'all leave Whitney alone. It was still hot out there that day. It was still hot. Right, Auntie Dee Dee. The halftime show does not allow for 28 verses of No More Drama. Right. People would have complained if Mary wasn't there and there was no female leads. And I'm sure that's part of why she was there. Alicia Keys did lip sync, and I wish she had. Sometimes I'll be reading y'all comments out loud. I'm sorry. That just tickled my soul. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh, that tickled my soul. Ooh. That would caught me off guard. Okay. I just finished listening to Mary J. Blige, Good Morning, Gorgeous Mary. I love her new album. It is Juvia's Place. You know, my favorite is Juvia's Place. It's the liquid, it's the lip gloss, Tabitha, and this is called Maroon. This is called Maroon. It's the lip gloss. Oh Lord. Dre said on TMZ that he's working on a project with Mary. That's probably why she was added, so people can see them and a performance together. Yeah. Oh yes. Hey Leo, what's up, boo? So anyway, did I talk? Yeah, we talked about Eminem. What you want to know about Eminem, Lamone? We talked about him taking the knee. I told him, I said that I feel like it would have been a great moment if all of them had taken the knee. And I feel like it would have been a great moment if while Dr. Dre was playing, remember he was doing he was playing on the piano. If all of them had come and taken a knee while he was playing on the piano and while he was playing the dun 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 dun, he had switched over to America the Beautiful. That would have been mic drop for me. Like mic drop. You know what I'm saying? But I was here for it. I mean, thank you, Leo. Thank you. I like this color too. I like this color. I used to wear dark lipstick for a long time. Like I wore dark burgundies, dark, reds, dark browns. I wore dark colors. I wasn't goth or nothing like that. I just like dark colors on me. Oh gosh. Well, Snoop just bought Death Row. Snoop just bought Death Row Records, so be on the lookout for some Death Row music soon. Snoop bought Death Row. Oh Lord. Okay, that thing took me out. Bap, I ain't doing this with you. Tracy, I think that was you that won. Hold on, let me look at my screenshot. Hold on, Tracy. Hold on. Did you just answer the trivia question? Let me make sure that's you before I be calling out people that ain't do it. Oh goodness gracious. Oh, it's Tracy Chappelle. Yeah, Tracy, you won. You one of the winners of the trivia. The answer was Deacons for Defense. Y'all know who Deacons for Defense was? Put a one in the chat if y'all know who Deacons for Defense. Who the Deacons for Defense were. Y'all put a one in the chat. I know you lying. I never win. I know you said you never win. See, so send me your cash app so I can send you your money, girl. So Mia MJ won and you won. What did the NFL do to Snoop? What did the NFL do to Snoop? Oh yeah, I saw this. Yeah, I saw the sexual. Yeah, we talked about that last week. I'll wait till we get more information on that, but we talked about that last week. Oh gosh. Oh Lord, y'all are a mess. Oh, I did not mean to talk about the Super Bowl for 50 minutes. Ciao. Okay. Um. Thank you, Leo. Happy Love Day. I said Happy Love Day when I came in, but we got more people in the room. So Happy Love Day to everybody. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all that are here, that support me, like my videos, tell your friends about me, show up all the time, watch my videos. I even appreciate the people who don't always agree with me. You know what? I've told y'all this a million times before. I don't have no problem with y'all disagreeing with me as long as we respectful. I don't care. I told y'all they've been tearing me up all day in the comments about my Super Bowl review, child. They've been getting me together all day, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Oh Lord. Hey, sweet pea, what's up? Hey, Gert. Okay. So, child, okay. So I saw a couple of people say they know who the Deacons for Defense. I only saw one person say they didn't know. Did nobody else vote? Do y'all know who the Deacons for Defense are? Put a 1 in the chat if you know, a 2 in the chat if you don't know. What are the results of the football squares? So first quarter, Vonda won, a woman by the name of Vonda. Second quarter, Face won second quarter. For those of you who know who Face is, Face, he won second quarter. Third quarter, one of my coworkers won. And fourth, the final score, Face won. So Face won all the damn money last night. So thank y'all for those who supported me. Thank you for those who participated. I really appreciate it. We got the whole board filled up. I even went up on I set the winnings at $100 a quarter, but I went up to $150 a quarter and $250 for the final. Because I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to fill up the square, the box, but I filled up everything. So I filled up everything, and so I went up on the amount of money. So thank y'all for those who supported me. But it wasn't gambling. We were not gambling. Y'all made a donation, and I made a donation back. You know what? Child. Danny, we gotta listen. I gotta get the band back together. We weren't gambling, y'all. Shut up. Anyway, I ain't doing this with him. What Abby do? You said Abby a trip. What she do? Oh Lord. Snoop's son exposed the girl who was suing him because she slid in the son's DMs on IG. Lord, 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 child. All right, we'll talk about the Deacons for Defense before we get out of here. So Kanye has been cutting up all weekend. Okay, Kanye has been cutting up all weekend. He done called out Kid Cudi. He said Kid Cudi ain't gonna be on his album because he's still friends with you know who. Talking about Kim. Kid Cudi was like, I don't care. Don't nobody want to be on your album anyway. You a dinosaur. You a joke. I was like, damn. Then he posted on the Instagram. He made sure to let everybody know that his account had not been hacked. That this was really him throwing out all these crazy tweets and stuff like that. Not what church these deacons from. Child. Moving on. We're gonna get to that. Put a pin in that, Abby. Put a pin in that. We're gonna get to the deacons, child. Then he let everybody know that he was having church on Sunday morning, and then he was taking his kids to the Super Bowl. And he did post pictures of him at the Super Bowl with Northwest and Chicago. Was he there with North and Chicago? Two of his churn. He was there with two of his churn. What else he did? He did something else this weekend. Oh, he was talking about he put out more. He offered to double check Michael Che's salary if he would stop talking to Pete Davidson. Just North and Saint. Thank you. North and Saint. So Michael Che was like, right. Michael Che was trolling him back. Michael Che was like, well, I don't, I can't be paid off to not speak to my friends unless you're going to triple my salary. Like he was trolling him. He sent out a bunch of tweets basically trolling Kanye West after that. Then today, after all of that this weekend, after all that he did this weekend, today he sends a truck full of roses to Kim Kardashian for Valentine's Day saying, my vision is crystal clear, spelled with K's. Crystal spelled with the K, clear spelled with the K. Sir, talking about he want his family back. Sir. Y'all, let's just pray for Kanye. And I'm not even being funny when I say that. I'm really not even being funny. Let's just pray for him because well, Blue was at the game. I think they were together. Blue and I think that was North that took pictures with Blue Ivy. Because there was I saw a clip of of what's that boy name? Jay-Z taking pictures of North with a little girl. And I mean of Blue with a little girl. I think it was North. I think they were together, hanging out together. I think it was. I think that was him. You hope Miss Tabitha get the truck. Yeah, Tabitha was talking about that truck. Listen, y'all, all we can do is pray. I'm not even being funny. All we can do is pray because it's just getting really, really, really scary at this point. Um, it's not funny. It's not entertaining. It's just scary. Yeah, exactly, Leo. It's Oh, that wasn't North? Okay. Okay, then that wasn't North, yeah. Because listen, when Kanye he posted a video of him talking to his kids, and both of them was sitting there like, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Like both of them was really sitting there like, y'all, we're gonna help Tabitha go viral so Kim will send her that truck, y'all. Y'all repost that video. Y'all repost Tabitha's video and tag uh Kim in it. Let it go viral so she can get that truck, child. No, she don't want that truck. Hell no. Hey, Miss Toby, most definitely scary to the point of a restraining order. Yeah, she probably needs one. Y'all know his documentary comes out this week on Netflix, and he did not have final edit approval of the project, so Lord knows what the final cut looked like. But it's dropping this week. Sometime I think later on this week on Netflix. I'm gonna watch it. We'll see if it's worth talking about. Weren't you the first one who said he give you? Oh no, I didn't say nothing about no OJ vibes. That won't me. Mm-mm. Did I say that? I might have. I don't know if I said that though. I try not to talk about OJ because I have unpopular opinions about OJ. So I try not to talk about OJ. So I don't know if I said that. Never said North was with Blue. North was sitting in the stands looking miserable. No, I was saying I thought that North was with Blue. I was saying that. I thought they were together. Blue was with Rumi. Oh, that was Rumi? Oh, my bad. You know, we don't get to see Rumi that much, so I ain't know that was Rumi, child. Yeah, I agree, Leo. Y'all know I ain't no Kim Kardashian fan, but yeah, it ain't a good look. It is not a good look at all. No, Carolyn, I've seen the first two episodes. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look at the third episode tonight. When I get off of here, I'm gonna look at the third episode. We're gonna get off of here in a few minutes. I'm gonna look at the third episode. So yeah, we're just gonna pray for Kanye. Hope he gets some help because it's sad. It's really like this how bad it was. He was trending over the Super Bowl. When you looked at Twitter, Kanye was trending first, and then the Super Bowl. So that let you know that he had to be doing some serious cutting up for him to be trending over the Super Bowl. Dark liquor cam. That's how I feel too. OJ ain't do it. I don't think OJ did it. I think OJ know who did it, but I don't think he did it. You did your homework? Well, yeah, we're gonna definitely. As of right now, I do not have any plans on Saturday afternoon, but you know how the week goes. By Thursday, if I don't have anything that I need to take care of on Saturday, then after we do the panel for Ready to Love, then we're gonna do the the Bill Cosby panel. Child, they trolling me in them comments too. Oh Lord, but I was expecting that. Like I knew people was gonna have something to say about that. I ain't worried about that, child. Well, Kim is texting him now, so I guess it worked. No, Kim is gathering evidence. That is what Kim is doing. Kim is in no way, shape, or form going to ever get back with Kanye West. And that is my true opinion. But she's gathering evidence. All right. So, yeah, I think it was the son too. I absolutely think it was his son. And I think it was the son. And I think OJ sent LAPD on that wild goose chase so his son could get rid of evidence, so they could get rid of some evidence and all of that stuff. I absolutely believe it's his son, but that's just me. Unpopular opinion. That's just me. Oh yes, child. Yes, Pinky Tiki. Update on Wendy. Wendy said that basically all of this is because of a disgruntled employee or ex-employee that she thought was a friend. Then went down to the Wells Fargo. She said Wells Fargo is salty because she want to take her money out that bank, and the ex-employee is salty, and that they are holding on to her money. And it's go. I honestly think that Wells Fargo is going to take an L on this. I honestly think that Wells Fargo takes an L on this. It's not going to be a good look for them. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. This ain't a good look. Would I ever go on Ready to Love as a hell no. Leo Brown. No. No. Yeah, Wendy. I hope Wendy has some really good attorneys on this. Oh, that's the other thing too. I'm trying to set up because I know we've been trying to figure all this out. They already taken an L on their reputation. Yeah, this is bad for them. You guys might remember Simone from Ready to Love, the last not the last season, but the resort season. If you watch Ready to Love, yeah, I know she's an attorney and she started her own YouTube channel where she basically like an Emily D. Baker type vibe where she talks about legal cases and stuff like that. And I reached out to her. We're gonna try to set something up this week where we can talk about the Wendy Williams situation and she can break it down from a legal perspective, because I think a lot of us are missing. I know I am. Like what? Like the whole legal. I know Emily D. Baker did a breakdown, but we're gonna do one over here on this side. Okay, we're gonna do one over here. And so we're gonna get that straightened out. We'll probably do it on her channel, but I'll let y'all know so y'all can meet me over there and we can talk about it. Did I hear about Sarah Palin defamation suit against the New York Times? Judge will probably dismiss. He dismissed it. It was already dismissed. Do I think OJ hired a hitman? No, I think his son did it. I don't think he hired anybody to do it. I think his son did it. Really, Leo? Damn. Yes, Kim is documenting and staying quiet. Right. Kim ain't, she talking to him, but she talking to him to let him keep talking so she can get that crazy. Listen, she got all the evidence she need, but I'm sure more don't hurt. Again, remember y'all, when you're a celebrity or you're in the public eye, the bar is very, very high. The bar is very, very high. So yeah, it didn't. Hey, what's up, Miss T Velocity? What about Adrian Peterson? What Adrian Peterson do? No, I didn't. What'd he do? Tell me about Adrian Peterson. While I'm waiting for you to tell me about Adrian Peterson, I'll tell y'all about the Deacons for Defense. So the Deacons for Defense was an organization started by former World War II vets. It was started down. The first chapter was in Jonesboro, Georgia, and basically the organization, they were started to protect civil rights workers as they went about their business. Going back to the civil rights movement, a lot of these civil rights workers went into these more rural areas to do a lot of work. And of course, the minute that the local authorities, the sheriff, that were a lot of times racist, the Ku Klux Klan, which a lot of times the sheriff was part of the Ku Klux Klan, when a lot of these things went on, the minute they found out that these SNCC workers or, a lot of these, boots on the ground type workers were in town organizing the black folk to register to vote, to, stage sit-ins, to stage walkouts, to stage boycotts. The minute they found out these people were in town, they would immediately start doing things to intimidate them, to get them to leave town. Sometimes even going so far as, murder. So the Deacons for Defense was a group of men who organized themselves. They were former, World War II vets, so they all had guns. They all knew how to use their guns. They knew strategic military, planning and all of that. And they would stay up at night and they would guard the homes of people who were allowing workers to stay at their homes. They would guard the offices of like the SNCC offices or the NAACP offices to make sure they didn't get bombed, to make sure they didn't get shot up. If somebody did get arrested, they would go down to the police station and make sure that those people weren't being lynched or being, badly treated. And it was a very I don't want to say ragtag because they weren't ragtag, but it was a very, mom and pop organization. Like it wasn't like the NAACP where they had a lot of money and a lot of support. It was very much, and it really started because a lot of these men, so I don't want to get too, well, I do want to get technical, but it started out of a need. These were older men who, a lot of them didn't want to get involved in the civil rights movement. They didn't want, they didn't want to cause a lot of rumbling. You know what I'm saying? They really didn't want a lot of those workers down there to begin with because they knew that it would start trouble, right? So, but what ended up happening was for a lot of those men, their children got involved in the movement. Their children joined SNCC. Their children joined the NAACP. So it really started out of a need to protect their children. That's really how it started. It started out of a need to protect their children. And then other branches popped up in other parts of the South. It was short-lived, right? They didn't last a really, really long time. But the reason why I like highlighting the Deacons for Defense is a couple of reasons. Reason number one, because those are sort of the unsung heroes that we don't hear about. Like they quick, when we take history lessons or we learn about things like that, they're quick to show us the footage of people getting beat. They're quick to show us the footage of women being, kids being chased by dogs. And all of that's needed. Don't get me wrong. We need to understand all of that it happened. But they're quick to show us that. But they don't tell us about the Deacons for Defense. They don't tell us about the people who, they always make it seem like we were so meek and we were so, we'll let people treat us any kind of way, or we'll just take a knee and we'll bend down to the wheel and we'll allow ourselves to get beat up. And that was, don't get me wrong, that happened and that was needed. Like that was absolutely needed. But they're not so quick to tell us the stories of the people who stood up and didn't allow that to happen. A lot of people don't understand that Martin Luther King, for his nonviolent that he preached, Martin Luther King kept a gun. And that's a fact. Martin Luther King kept a gun. Martin Luther King's bodyguards kept guns. They said when you went into Martin Luther King's house after his house got bombed, when you went into his house, you had to ask before you sat down on a couch or sat down on a chair. You had to ask him, is it a gun under the seat? Because they said he kept guns all over his house. He was ready. So again, those aren't the stories they tell us. You know what I'm saying? Those aren't the stories they tell us. So there was a movie made starring Forrest Whitaker. It's probably on YouTube. Everything on YouTube, child. But it was called Deacons for Defense. And it's starring Forrest Whitaker. And it tells the story of the Deacons. I show it to my students. Mike was also about that life trust. Yeah. Martin didn't play them games. Like, he preached nonviolence because he knew that was the way that the movement was going to move forward. Because we already know that he couldn't get up there. And I mean, we saw what happened to Malcolm. We saw what happened to the Panthers. He couldn't get up there and start preaching about, yeah, you know, an eye for an eye and we gonna kill him. Like he couldn't preach it, but that don't mean that's what he didn't believe in his private life. And trust when I tell you. And I've talked to people who knew Martin Luther King, who were friends with Martin. I told y'all I've done a lot of programs and stuff, and I've met a lot of civil rights icons, and these are the stories they tell us. So yeah, Martin didn't play them games. The other reason why I think it's important for us to understand the Deacons for Defense is because the Panthers took their playbook. The Black Panthers, who we hear a lot about the Black Panthers took their playbook. They attributed the Deacons for Defense for how they organized and how they started working. Right. People called him Mike and Mike. Right. Exactly. Because that was his name. His born name was Michael. Absolutely. And Mike didn't play. Martin was the nonviolent one. Mike didn't play no games. Yep. They don't tell you about Black Wall Street. Exactly. And trust me, there was more than one Black Wall Street. We're starting to hear about Black Wall Street now, but it was more than one. I mean, you know what I'm saying? More than one of those types of events. So yeah. So y'all go look it up. Like I said, there's a movie. It's probably on YouTube. You can probably find it on YouTube. Matter of fact, I know you can find it on YouTube because I have found it on YouTube. It's not the best version that's on YouTube. But there might be a better version now. But I ordered the movie. I mean, I know nobody uses DVDs anymore, but I ordered the movie I bought the DVD a few years ago, but I know it's on YouTube. It's just not the best. It's not as clear. It's not like HD. Like, it ain't gonna be no HD version of it. But yeah. Oh, no problem, Trey Lecce. You grew up in Montgomery, you've heard it. Exactly. So yeah. And if you grew up in certain areas, you know the stories because they're local stories. But you know, you ain't gonna find the Deacons for Defense in a lot of places, you know. And a lot of these people are coming to be known a lot more well known now. But we didn't hear a lot about it when we were growing up. I know I didn't. I live in New York City and just learned about Seneca Village a few years ago. I was telling Tabitha the other day, I'm going to go look it up. It's a new documentary that's coming out about how the highways destroyed American cities. One documentary is actually called how the highway or the interstate. And, you know, they talk about how when they started building these highways to build up these cities, they destroyed a lot of Black communities. Like, they built in the Black communities and they destroyed the Black communities to build up the highways and build up the cities. And that's why a lot of places, the interstate, it divides the city. On one side of the interstate, you have, you know, the more affluent area. And then on the other side is the not so affluent because they purposefully built a road right through the neighborhood. Yep, that is the current Central Park. Yep. Well, there's 106 people in the chat. I think we're up to 112. So shout out to all of you guys. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And please, everybody, hit the like button. It is free, $99. We are getting ready to get out of here. I'm gonna try to get you guys some reviews tonight. I'll see how I'm feeling. And I will hopefully see y'all tomorrow. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Yep, Black Bottom in Detroit, Trimmy in New Orleans. I had to do some more research on Black Bottom. I had to do some more research, Diamond Pearl. I know a little about Trimmy. I'm gonna do some. See, you gave me some homework. I'm gonna do some more research on Black Bottom. Oh, I'm gonna watch Bel Air. I am gonna watch Bel Air, and I think I might review it. I ain't gonna watch it tonight, but I think I might review it. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Wisconsin on PBS. Yeah, it was something on PBS dealing with the highways. I had to go look it up. I saw it on the Daily Show. Yeah.